Yeah! What up, though? And welcome to another episode of Mentally Ill with Dez Cortez.
Yeah.
Another Sunday.
Right quick.
Like, we burned through them, bro.
Right quick, man. It's time to move it.
And to the left of me, as always, my motherfucking homie since day one,
Man.
Mr. Hayes.
What's going on, sir?
Pays and no Hayes.
Yes, sir, man. As always, man.
All day, every day.
That's for sure, for sure.
How was your week, real quick, man?
Man, it was a good week. I ain't gonna lie. I had I got quite a bit done, man. Work wise. Personally, man, I got a lot done this week. I ain't gonna lie.
We buried a friend.
Yeah, man, for sure. Look, we had so much going on. I had to leave early before they started, man. I was mad about that a little bit.
We got kicked out of a funeral. That was the first time that ever happened to me.
Hey, we did get put out, low key.
So we came in at the right time.
Right.
And, you know, it was a few seats left.
Right.
So we sat in them seats, and they basically was telling us, like, yeah.
They was talking to us without talking to us?
Yeah, y'all gonna have to get up, homie.
Right.
Any of these dudes.
Yeah, y'all in the wrong spot.
The family wasn't there yet. You
Right.
know what I mean? And so that's the first time I ever got kicked out of a funeral.
Me too, man.
I love my homie, though.
That's
You
for
know
sure,
what I mean?
man. For sure, man. Shout out Rob, man. One more time. R.I.P. Rob.
One last time.
Why you get kicked out?
We was in the wrong seat.
Yeah,
It wasn't enough places to sit at.
Yeah.
And then where we were sitting, they was like, what are the immediate family going to be?
Yeah.
They just made an announcement to everybody, but it was like,
We was like
immediate
right-
family
we
going
was
to
like-
sit.
We was like right next
Pretty
to
much
the
where we
iron.
was
Like,
sitting.
they was like, yeah.
We talking about on the airplane?
Nope,
No,
at my man's funeral.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How that
they
shit
kicked you out of the seat at the funeral?
Right.
They kicked me out of the funeral, man.
We got moved out the funeral.
I moved out in the most nice way possible.
Wow.
We thank you, gentlemen.
Right.
But
Like, yeah.
Never heard of that one.
Right.
You know you love the beloved,
But-
your ass got to get up.
Exactly.
they did a great job.
Most definitely. From what I
Right
saw.
way to set my friend off. Love you, my dog, and we gonna let him rest.
Yes, sir. We're going to keep him alive. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, and let him rest. You know
feel
what
me?
I'm saying?
Right.
We're definitely gonna keep him alive in our thoughts. And we had to get out of the way because the rest of the show is definitely gonna be about our guest. Rick, like, you have unbelievable history in the city, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pretty much all this shit everybody claimed that they doing and what was happening, you were an intricate part in it, and not necessarily you want to be an intricate part in it. It was a, family thing almost, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like you really have the knowledge of what a true gangster really is. And you told me something. You was watching a movie and you said, I had to turn that shit off, man. It was just too fake.
Yeah. It seems like everybody's just doing the same tough man, shoot him up. And I mean, when you go do a transaction, you got to go there with guns. And, motherfucker, watch him. And I ain't even going nowhere around nothing like that, man.
Right.
You know?
That's what I'm saying.
That's not how it's done, man.
Right.
They just be faking and doing. That's TV stuff. That's not reality. So
TV stuff, and that's what I was saying too, and that's why I'm trying not to play no more bad guy stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and then especially the way that the writing is now, the bad guys that they got going is just too unbelievable. And
yeah, well, you shouldn't. After that first movie you did, you said I was gonna hate you.
Yeah.
I hated you, man.
I told you.
Which movie? Oh, yeah.
He was married. What was his name
Right.
of it?
Yeah.
Your husband.
Yeah.
I told you, man.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
At I was able to warn you
told
first.
me.
Hey, it's bad when you got the gangsters mad at you too, bro. Damn.
No, like people
Man, I know
really be
you
like,
ain't like that.
nah, it's a movie, man. You said, and no, people were like, nah, dog, I really
Right.
didn't like you in that motherfucker. Like, I really wanted to just
Right.
You smoothed it over in the next one. You smoothed it over.
thank you,
Right,
man.
right.
I
He
had
definitely
I had to, bro, because they was about to kill me.
Right. You did, though. You definitely came in as a savior.
Right, and then like, so that's it. I done got enough for that.
I feel
you know
that.
what I mean? And but the thing about it is, and what we talked about was, and we'll get deeper into this. The main gangsters, the strongest motherfuckers, the dope, all that shit was people who everybody liked. it wasn't no bullies. You know what I mean?
Right.
It wasn't nobody coming in, shooting everybody, taking over. It wasn't none of that shit, bro. It's almost like the hood had to be like, okay, well, you can be that. You know what I mean? But you had to take care of motherfuckers. You had to be a certain type of person. It was never what we're putting out in these movies and different things.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're still doing it. So that's what we're teaching the young kids.
Well,
Right,
see,
exactly.
the thing is, they listening to gangster rap when they're 8 years old, all through school, all their life. So it's like arithmetic and history. You're getting molded. So by the time you're 14, 15, you want to see how it feel to shoot somebody. That's what all these killings is about.
Right.
You know, they not teaching nothing. But if you catch them at 7 and 8 and start molding them, you know, different way, start putting them up on game, setting them up for the traps, showing them how to trap so they can avoid them, it'd be something different. But they don't want to stop that.
And that's what and that's great. And that's what this show is about. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta stop it there. We're the type of place that always just treat the symptoms.
Right,
You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
We
Bingo.
just treat the symptom. We never get to the
Root of the problem.
of what the fuck is really going on. And the root of the problem is, as you said, these young 7 and 8 year olds, when they ready to be molded, when they basically jarheads, when they sponges and absorbing everything.
But once they 13, 14, they ain't hearing nothing.
We
They
feel
ain't
it
no more.
with that fuck shit.
Right.
And like you said, once they get to 4,
That's all they know. They ready. Right.
Hey, man, let me ask you this. Now, I just heard about this. What is eating groceries? What the hell did that come from?
Oh man, that's a whole nother
Man,
show.
That is.
You don't know what eating
You-
groceries
right.
is for real?
Man, I just heard it. I just heard it. That's
So-
ridiculous, man.
It's ridiculous, man. It is. But you know what, man? Kevin. So just so you know, Kevin Gates made it famous, man. Kevin Gates actually took that phrase to the next level.
hey,
I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I ain't mistaken. Yeah.
Was it Kevin? I
think
don't
it was
know.
Ke-
I've been hearing it before Kevin Gates.
Well, I'm saying the phrase eating groceries. I thought he. I think he turned. Yeah.
You know, in Africa, they're killing people for homosexuality.
I believe. Well, that ain't.
I
That
was
was
looking at it on video the other day.
right. But the eating groceries go for the women too.
They killing
You know what I'm
motherfuckers
saying?
for liking the man. Damn.
Oh, and yeah, Africa, bro. They ain't playing.
They ain't playing.
Yeah. They ain't playing, bro.
If you don't get
Yeah.
life, they
You got to go like sneak out
put
to the
you
wilderness
right.
to go do
Done.
your thing.
They don't.
Then you got to watch for the baboons and shit.
I would be nowhere near no African.
Nah, I'm glad.
My man.
I was
Whatever.
glad, like everybody else, for Obama to get in the White House, the brother in the White House. But I don't know how he did that one.
Well, that's a whole nother.
Sensualizing. Well, I've been not saying that. I leave that alone.
That's a whole nother show too.
You're right. 'Cause there's about 3-4 shows we could already do.
Right,
What we
quick.
talked about already. But let's dive into the book.
Okay, let me say one thing before we
Okay.
do that.
Right.
At least let the kids get some real sex with women before you put that shit on. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel you on that.
At least let them do that and then they can decide.
See if they like it.
Don't,
Right. I
don't
feel
give it to them 7, 8 years old and now they talking about eating groceries,
I
man.
feel,
Okay, I'm done with it. I'm done with it, man.
I feel that.
Let them learn what it
He
is.
said, at least let them find out
Let them get some real shit.
what it's like, and then make a
for real.
decision. I got you.
Because
Okay.
it ain't gonna sound
through.
as enticing if you don't
Right.
hear eating groceries.
Yeah, I'm through.
And
Exactly.
you're gonna be like, oh no! Hell no! No, I feel you. So no, I feel you. Though.
Okay.
That's what it is. So let's get into the book.
Okay.
All right. The Book of Grace. And before, man, we got so much to talk about. So let's hasten on through these. But because I really want these people to really know, like, the impact and power that you and your family got on the city, or you know, haven't had. But the Book of Grace. Tell me about the process of when you was writing the book.
Well, the book is about, actually, it's about me. You know, I was when I was young, it was like the peer pressure thing. You know, I'm following the big guys trying to do what they do, and I was the littlest, and I was the youngest. You know, so peer pressure, following somebody else, got me in trouble. You know, so that's when I came up with the book. If we start molding kids in school like 7 and 8 years old of age, how to avoid that type of thing, how to be leaders instead of followers, how to say no and don't care what the next person say.
Right.
If somebody call you chick and you scared, okay, I'll see you later.
Right.
If you teach them how to do that, by the time they get 14, 15, they get challenged. They know how to walk away.
And like I said, and what's crazy about that is like you get more respect.
That's right.
Right.
If
when you do that.
do it,
You might not get it then, but you get it later.
Later
Exactly.
on, they're gonna be like, "Damn, like you was really strong enough
Right.
to say no," and all of us didn't want to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
That's
you
the
only
leader
motherfucker
potential.
who was
Yeah,
right.
that's the
and we
leader
called
quality.
you this and called you that, but you ain't changed shit. And you say, and that's what people gonna remember and look at
That's
later
right.
on in life.
That's right.
Right.
And we don't understand that shit now either.
Yeah, man.
Everybody following everything.
And thing about it, Joe told me about you, and that's how you were.
Of course.
Yeah, you went on your own and did your thing. You didn't go with all that. So,
No, I couldn't. You know what I mean? Like it was, but I mean, no, I couldn't. But I know,
did.
like, truthfully, I had a couple OGs who was like, "Hey, bro, like, literally, like, you gonna be really good at this, but this shit is gonna tear your life apart."
Right.
So if you want to step into it, do it. But if not, don't. And if I didn't have them to do that, of course I would, because I was likable. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they wanted to put the shit in my hand because I was a kid, a smiling little kid who can count and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they know I wasn't going to prison, but you know what I mean? Like dog, like they was molding me for that shit.
Right.
And it was really just one motherfucker, truly, who was like, "Hey, listen, like at fucking 13 years old, like, do you really want to do this or no? Because once you pull in here, that's it.
That's it. Right.
And you
that's
don't
what you
understand
mean.
that.
And that's what that book teaches you. Listen to some older people when they tell you something, because they don't listen to older people now. Hey, get your old ass out of here.
Right.
They don't,
Exactly.
because we wasn't born old. We was your age.
Right.
And we trying to put you up on game, and you ain't hearing us.
And that's
It's
what's
messed
crazy.
up,
And like you said, we got to get to the root of the problem. The root of the problem is you fucking stupid as hell if you gonna tell me I'm gonna do something. I got somebody right here who done did it, who
Right.
gonna help me not make the same mistakes that they made in my shit, and I'm not gonna listen. Oh,
Right.
that's some stupid as the same shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's what we really teaching our kids right now, because I really don't see no highlighted people going to no OGs no more.
Well, I feel you. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit is over with.
Shit, they robbing OGs. That's
They
shit.
Yeah, I was about to say that's you're right.
They robbing OGs.
Disrespecting, punching, all that
All
old
that,
crazy
all
shit,
that,
bro.
bro. Yeah.
They like totally lost. So as you said, like we have to get to the root of it, which are younger kids, which can definitely read this book also too. Were the other characters in the book representations of your brothers and sisters, or what?
No, that's just no. It was all me. Just what I went through.
Right.
Okay.
In another way to avoid what I went through. That's why I got the A or B type thing. You can choose which. It teaches them to choose the right answer.
Yeah, that's what I like about it too. And then this with this, when we talking about stopping kids from peer pressure, and they think we just talking shit. How long did you do for some peer pressure shit? Like what was the worst thing that happened to you because you were following others?
I wound up in prison.
Right.
That's the worst thing that happened to me.
Yeah, that's for sure.
A couple of times.
See what I mean?
You get in that revolving door, it's hard to get out of, man. Because now you got that black mark against you. Hey,
Right.
you got
It's
to eat.
over, man.
Hey, and then it's that. Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Right.
The first time you get a taste of that fast money, dog,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's a
Man.
toughie for anybody. That's a tough, because it's just like all like the little problems that you was having, like start getting solved with that little bit of money, dog. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you just
Right.
want to make sure that shit's streaming.
That shit
And,
worse than the dope itself.
No,
you know what I'm
all
saying?
day.
Right.
Real
All day.
talk. Go
Mentally
to the
right.
right person. Let me say that.
No. Mentally right, it is.
Yeah.
So
Because if you think about it, you could do, you taking that and then doing, you taking that and exchanging that for a coupon to do whatever the fuck you want to do with.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So
the thing is, the book is good and it works because I taught it at Dickinson and Dawson.
Okay.
We had an after school class.
Right.
Principal, teachers loved it.
Right.
But hey, they didn't want it. They didn't want to come up with no money
Because it's not it's not the popular.
It's the economy. They told me it would mess up the economy.
Because
That's what they told me.
Because what they mean is the economy
And it would.
treats.
think of it.
The economy treats the symptoms.
It could right.
That's how the money
Okay.
keeps being
Bingo.
made. It's
Bingo.
treating the symptoms. I want to keep giving you some shit for your headache.
A lot of people.
I don't want to show you how to stop having headaches.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to show you no acupuncture or no nothing like this to stop you having headaches. I just want to keep selling you the medicine to keep having your headache. So this shit right here that you present is like medicine to the hood. And they don't want that shit there. They just want motherfuckers to keep going to prison. If you start to treat and then they'll give you money to treat people who like just coming out of prison. You know what I mean?
Right.
Rehabilitate this, rehabilitate that. Let's treat this shit before the motherfucker even need to be rehabilitated.
Right.
I feel
right.
Rehabilitate the motherfucker before, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's why you catch them at that age, you know,
Exactly.
before they get to where they not listening, man.
Perfect.
That was my first book, Crime Does Paper Who, because the systems, it's so much like. Let me put it like this: I took that book to the mayor. That was the mayor. Bean was mayor. I took it to some professors at the school. I took it to police officers. I took it to a judge, and all of them said, "Yeah, it's good. It's just what we need. But we'll probably lose our jobs."
But right, that's how they all get paid.
So it's a choice. Either
Damn.
lose your
That's
job
how they get
or,
paid,
or
bro.
let people keep killing themselves and dying.
Right.
And that's what
That's
the
it.
movie Detroit
That's
Defense
crazy.
is about. Me
Right.
being on the other side, understanding that they need criminals, bro.
Oh, the whole point, yeah,
If
for
it don't
sure.
mean, if I
The
told
money
the police,
moving.
If
If
you
I
a
told
good
the last
criminal, you'll
police who
never
bust
get
me,
caught.
Right.
the last police who bust me, I told myself, if it don't be for guys like me, you wouldn't have no job. Don't be acting like you got an attitude about this
Right.
business, man.
Exactly.
All day.
Exactly.
And that's what that's
Look,
the
and you
biggest-
signed up on that side, nigga.
Yeah, you know.
Take it out on me, nigga. You signed up on that.
You chose that, sir.
Right. Exactly.
But that's that. I just think if we can even concentrate on that type of thing, you know what I mean?
Right.
Working on the root of the problem of the shit, other than trying to fix somebody after they all fucked up.
Yeah,
Not saying that we
that's right.
shouldn't. Still
I feel you.
try.
That's the
But at
problem.
the same time, let's dig into that root of the shit.
Right.
Before they get a taste
Exactly.
of that.
Before they get a
Exactly.
taste of it.
Yeah.
And then everything will start flowing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then people to start fucking thinking about themselves and what they're doing other than how we worry about whatever the fuck everybody else doing.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's definitely. So also too in the book, it wasn't Ragman. What was his name?
Ragman.
Ragman. Yeah. Was that a real
Yeah, he was
person?
a real man. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He used to push a little cart. First, he had an old horse. He would come down the alley with the junk man would come down the alley with a horn and little buggy back there and a horse back there. We'd jump on the back of it and all that.
Right.
Once the horse died, he kind of went south and he'd be in a pile of rags and stuff. You know, everybody. We didn't dog him like he would get dogged now.
Right.
We still fed him on the way to school and all that kind of stuff, man. You know,
Right.
but these people don't respect elders now. So,
But what I loved is like he was like the most intelligent person in the, you know what I mean? Like he kind of held it down as far as, and from what I read, and it could have been different from what you were writing, but he kind of also ushered in not only what he was saying to him, when he was saying it to him,
Yeah,
and who he was saying it to. It was also like he knew the kids and knew like which one he had to talk
Right.
to first through all that.
he seen him grow up, so he
Yeah.
knew.
Right.
And that was and that got me too, because it wasn't, and then that showed me that he didn't just know these kids, he knew these kids.
Right.
And they would listen to him.
Yeah, and they would listen to him, and that was dope because I think things are gonna come from people who we don't think they're gonna come from all the time. You know what I mean? We want to hear from the motherfucker with a ton of money. We want to hear from the motherfucker with a nice car and all of those other shit, when really we need to be listening to my man Ragman. You know what I mean?
And that's how I got them to listen to me. The guy who hired me to do the program in Dickinson, he said, he introduced me as Blade's uncle. So now they, want to
Now they want to listen.
Right.
But he didn't do nothing but rap, no way, you know. But I'm just saying, it's gangster rap, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know how they say the biggest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing people that they didn't exist.
Right.
What's the same thing with that, man? What did y'all think was going, like all this killing? What did you think was going to happen?
Right.
When y'all keep putting gangster rap, they growing up hearing that crap all the time. Kids didn't kill people when we was young. We barely seen a gun, man.
Yeah,
We're gonna say that for a little bit later, but let's jump into that right now. You know what I mean? What was you feeling at that time, man? Like, first of all, before any of the beef with Blade, before any of that happened, like when you was hearing the music that they were making, was it that same feeling like, hey, y'all, this is...
Well, actually, I didn't even know Blade was making that kind of... I knew he liked to rap, you know.
Right.
But behind me not really caring about rap, you know, I didn't know he was that big until he got shot, you know.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know. And they loved me and his birthday the same day.
Oh,
Still throwing birthday parties March 14th for him right now.
Right, that's what's up.
So,
I'm married next.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Blade Icewood. That boy changed the city, man.
He did.
Yeah.
And then what's great here is like we get to hear all these stories from outside and other people who ain't, but from the source.
Right.
When it's happening.
Right.
Because it's never what you hear from everybody else.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And to the point where that's your nephew. You don't even know how big he is.
Yeah.
Right. He's just your nephew.
You know what I mean? Just nephew.
But he
And then boom, it happened, and then boom.
right.
So let's a little bit about your dad too. First, let's go through the whole crew because y'all got a whole.
Well, my dad was in the World War II, and he was a corporal for the black
Battalion
people.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
And so they over there in Germany and France, 0 degrees weather, and at nighttime they would have to chop a hole through the ice, dig a hole, and 2 of them would get in there 2 by 2 back to back to get a little bit of body heat.
Damn.
And they would take turns doing that. But the white boys be in a tent, you know what I'm saying? And so my old man, he got tired of it, man. He said, man, I ain't doing this no more, man. So him and his whole platoon, they escaped. So they ran off to France, right? And my old man was light-skinned with like bluish gray eyes, right? So he could get away acting as a white man. He used to take a general outfit on. Him and his platoon would go to the top of the hill when the convoy was coming, and they'd rob him, take all the supplies.
Damn.
Take all the supplies, rob the trains, everything. And they would take them to France. But the white people in France, the white women, they loved them.
Of course.
And they would hide them out, you know. So that's what he did. He said, I'm not going through that. So they finally called him, and they said, okay, you want to act like a white man. This was D-Day. He said, so we're gonna send you to fight with the white boys. He said we had him in the line, getting ready to go on the ship and off to D-Day. And all these white boys was coming up there all shot up and messed up. He jumped down into another crate again, got away again. So he went back to France, kept doing his thing. And then they called him the next time. The last time they called him, and they gave him life in prison in the stockades.
That's the AWOL shit, right?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
But the war ended in 18 months, and they let everybody go.
Wow.
But he still had stuff going on from over there in France, getting money from over there, you know.
Right.
So he had that hustling ability, and all the rest of us, I guess.
In your blood at that point, right?
So what was your main hustle? Like, what was your hustle that was the best for you?
Let me see, which should I start off with first? I think I was. I think I was selling cane first.
Okay.
Yeah, when I come home from the penitentiary, I was selling cocaine.
Right.
And I was the first one around there selling cocaine.
Right.
But see, and also too, this was when I was like coke, like nobody really sold coke like that. You know what I mean? Like they was selling to break it up, but nobody was like selling pure,
Right.
8 balls and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it was more so that was just for your to make a
Make
make
some crack.
This was
Right.
like
Or some
flakes.
freebase, right.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I'm saying. So that was
good
like I'm
shit.
saying, like that's a whole nother type of a user.
Right, right.
Pure cocaine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So once I did that, my oldest brother came home, and he was like a pimp. 12th Street, everybody was a pimp. All the girls, not all of them, majority at Hutchinson. And it surprised me the first time I heard it. She said, "When I get big, I'm gonna be the baddest on 12th Street." And all the guys wanted to be pimps. So, but his pimp, his woman kept going to jail, and he had to come to me and get the money, borrow the money to get him out on bond.
Right.
So I pulled him in with me. Then I pulled my other brother in. Then I pulled my other brother in.
Right.
Then I put everybody in the neighborhood in. Now there's about 30 of us.
Getting it in.
Get money.
Getting it
but
in.
we wasn't doing that dumb shit they doing now. Police used to chase us, hit our joints and all that. We was like from Highland Park down to Boulevard, from Linwood down to John I across Woodward. We had a nice little square piece.
Right.
And but we didn't have trouble. Everybody liked us. We was cool with everybody. We wasn't shooting up and killing everybody.
Right.
Even the police would catch us sometime and let us go. They say, because y'all don't be doing all that dumb shit.
Right.
We didn't have that problem. Matter of fact, I never caught a case for selling drugs.
Straight up.
And I did that all my life.
Right.
Back then.
A police officer told me something one day that fucked me up. He said, "We really just put the stupid criminals in jail."
Yeah. If you join, you doing
Well,
that
damn.
shit.
So, like, if you going with me, you was doing
Right.
something stupid, motherfucker.
Right.
Because if you on your P's and
Right.
Q's, we'll never
We ain't fucking with you.
If you're doing that killing and all that unnecessary dumb shit, they're gonna take your ass, lock you up, which is good, because y'all drawing heat,
Right, most definitely.
All right, so okay, you see how these drug transactions go on TV.
That's
Take me through what a drug transaction was like then.
I mean, you knew the person for one thing, and you didn't advertise it on TV or on the internet,
Right.
and tell everybody about
Got
it.
that work.
Ain't that, I got that.
what I'm saying?
Look at my here selling with my man.
Got that work.
Yeah.
Breaking the law.
Going down the highway in 18-wheeler.
Right.
Man, that's ridiculous, man.
The load coming in now.
And Rick just bought 18 pounds.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Telling everybody your business and things. So, of course, it wasn't no internet, but we wouldn't did nothing like that anyway.
Right.
But it was smooth. You go to the guy, boom, just do this, do that. And it was cool, man.
Never
Everybody's
problem.
getting money.
Right.
Never a problem.
Right.
Especially when Tricky Dick was in the house and was in the White House. He letting everybody get out. You know what I'm saying?
He was about that life, baby.
This state, this country never ran so good. Everybody was employed when he was doing his thing.
Right.
And it wasn't a bunch of killing. People prospered, opening up legitimate businesses and all that kind of stuff.
Well, maybe that's why they got his ass. We got impeached. But, man, it's like you doing a little bit too much for me.
Right.
Get your ass out of here, Tricky Dick.
But everybody still respected you. I mean, we had a little. We had some killing. With other people.
Right.
But I'm saying, but it wasn't like this.
Right.
You just got to go
That's
up there.
just the answer.
Mad and man, what you got?
Right.
And that man, come on, I don't even want to talk to you.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have lasted. And that's why we telling people, like, dog, we didn't have no bullies in my hood. Because somebody would have killed you, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Even if they were scared.
It really wasn't no bullies like that.
Because you couldn't be.
You're right, though.
Somebody would.
Everybody
kill you.
was on the same tip.
Somebody was ready to risk their shit.
Yeah, to go
to
there.
knock your ass off. You ain't about to be stealing my shit and making me. No.
Don't do that.
No. Somebody gonna give it to
Right.
you. And that's what I'm saying. In order for you to have to be the type of person who can make bread like that and do things like that, you had to be a lovable motherfucker.
I agree with that.
Firm.
I would agree
when
with
it came
that.
down to the shit.
That's for sure.
But you had to be lovable, dog.
Got to be. There you go.
Like, I remember when the quote unquote dope man used to come to church. They roll out the red carpet for him.
Yeah.
They knew they was about to get some money.
They roll out the red carpet.
You know what I'm
man.
saying? They knew they was about to get some money.
Like, we gonna get
Come on,
these
we gonna welcome
souls.
the devil.
Nah, we gonna get this dope
Right.
money.
We gonna get this bread.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of what it is, dog. Like, they were supplying the hood with a little bit of everything.
Right.
But we got the wrong motherfuckers in there.
Yeah. Man.
And now it is how it is.
Yeah.
Rick, also, man, let's just for a minute talk a little bit about YBI.
Okay, now Robbie I, that's my cousin's name. He's one of the first ones. His name is. Should I say his name on here?
It's up to you, bro.
Right. I was about to say you ain't got to.
No, I ain't gonna put him out.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Especially if he's still around.
Anyway, he was one of the guys, my YBI, and he did his thing. That's when they first started doing it when he was real young. And I mean, and I can say I had to let him speak for himself. He'll come holler at you. I bring him here.
No.
You can talk to him.
Right. That'd be dope.
But
because they was like, truthfully, they was like one of the first crews.
I was about to say that was a big click, bro.
Want to sell dope, man. I ain't gonna lie. They was looking hard, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And like all the one, like when they had like the motorbikes and all that shit like that, bro.
Man.
I was like, damn.
They set the tone on a lot of shit.
They getting money.
Well,
Bro.
he would tell me, he said, man, I remember, because we was cousins, and for a time we would see each other's family reunions, right? And we weren't real close cousins, well, we weren't, but we didn't hang out, But he said, man, I remember I used to see you down at the Motown Review, man. Before he was YBI, we was getting money, He said, man, I'm getting money, man,
Right.
And the next thing you know, boom, something happened.
Right. I feel you.
But the book, the book that we trying to do, he'll come in and if you want to, and he gonna have to come in and help put his part in anyway
For the
work on the movie. So,
Definitely.
Yeah.
But what's great is like, dog, let's hear it from the people, because you always hear shit from other motherfuckers, and really they don't even.
They don't know shit. Right, exactly. They was claiming shit. Just
Who knew somebody
who knew somebody.
Yeah, he gets mad every time he hears somebody come out with some story. He be like,
Right.
man, that ain't how it went,
Exactly.
But that's what it is, and then that's where it's getting to now.
Right.
Like these motherfuckers is now starting to get to the point where they stealing people's stories. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like they on they on some freeway Rick Ross shit right now, dog.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, these Detroit old school gangster niggas ain't really for that shit, bro.
Nah.
You know what I mean? So
Different ballgame.
I wouldn't be surprised
Right.
if this opened up a whole new can of worms on them trying to take the stories of people and shit,
Right.
and really do it and don't know what the fuck is going on.
and they telling on each other. You can't get on there and tell everybody business. Man.
Every song,
Right.
Because some of them guys still alive trying to work.
Exactly.
shit about the
Trying
book,
to make it
talking
through.
about all that shit about no snitching, all this, and we about to talk about that too. The misconception of snitching and how it is now compared to what it was. But at the same time, when I turn on the song, they snitching like a motherfucker.
Man, what?
Trey got the birds. He
couldn't be a
sit
Right.
down with me.
Exactly.
Like, remember when I used to drive your car?
Exactly.
Down? Remember when you used to, no, nigga, I don't remember.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't remember none of that shit.
You got the wrong one.
No,
It's not
that
me.
wasn't me.
No, we didn't play snitching. You couldn't.
Right.
See, now they be on the yard up in the bench. Man, I had to get you, dog. I'm like,
Yeah, hell
brother,
no.
what's up?
Right.
So they don't mind snitching. They tell.
Man, I had to get you, dog.
It's funny because listen, bro. It's some people. Man, I know some people right now that flat out say, "Don't do nothing around me."
But
At least he telling the truth.
But that ain't snitching.
No. They're telling me. I'm
that's one
gonna keep it real. My old dude told me off
If
top.
he's saying don't do
No.
nothing with me,
No. That nigga flat out said,
Yeah.
I'm telling.
and that's what we talking about. Oh, that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
he tell-
I was like, damn.
See,
That's
where-
kind of in the book too.
That's what the book.
Yeah.
That's what
Right.
the book
That's
is
how the
saying.
book talk about.
Now that's what the program and the book what it's saying.
Right.
Is because I asked the kid. I said like, suppose somebody kept beating you up and taking your money. What you gonna do? He said, oh, I'm gonna do. I forgot exactly what he said. I said, what you gonna do? Are you gonna tell on him, or are you gonna just keep getting beat up? He said, no, I'm telling. No, that ain't how it go. I'm trying to remember how I did that.
Right.
It's would you tell on? I said, would you tell on?
right.
No, I ain't no snitch. I said, it's a difference between telling and snitching.
Right.
Telling, if somebody's beating you up all the time, you're supposed to go tell somebody. Snitching is when you sneak and me and you go break in this building
Exactly.
and you get caught and you
lead them to
tell
me.
on me.
Right.
Yeah,
For
that's
sure.
snitching.
We
For
gotta
sure.
we gotta come to as the OGs
Yeah.
and let them know. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
dog, it's not this. Now, snitching is you and your mans go to do something.
Right.
You get caught, he don't. You tell on him for lesser time or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
That's snitching.
Right.
Snitching is not if I see a motherfucker across the
Right.
street robbing an old lady across the street and I say something. That ain't snitching.
Yeah.
Because truthfully, in my hood, the way it used to be, the street justice would have, you know what I mean? Hollered at my man before anything.
Right.
So it wasn't necessarily about snitching to, I guess you could tell certain people kind of, you know what I mean? Like it was certain people who you were like, you couldn't tell the police or you couldn't tell this. But if you was to like tell somebody mama or you know what I mean, or tell somebody in the hood and like, and we kept it encompassing some shit, it was a little bit different. But at the same time now it's like if you tell anything, you a snitch.
I mean, it depends though, man, because a lot of people telling everything. For no reason. They ain't got no real reason to. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. That's why he said I only...
You know they got that rule, first one down, get down, or something like that. How they go? First one tell, get off. How they go? First one, get down, get some crap like that.
Yeah. I can't get. I know what you're talking about. Right.
If you tell first, you gonna walk. You
exactly.
Gonna go.
That's
so you better hurry up
exactly.
and tell, and hurry up and tell.
And people believe that.
Hurry up and tell. And then they're gonna tell you that your man already snitched on you.
Yeah.
So then now you're gonna be sitting there in your feelings. All right, well,
this
then,
what really happened.
Well, since he lied,
They was lying.
and that's how they get you going, dog.
Matter of fact, let me tell you something that just happened. This was maybe a month ago. A friend of mine, they went to Texas, right? So they coming back. They got like, I ain't gonna mention no names.
Right.
They got like 31 pounds of cocaine. They get caught, right?
Right.
So when they stop them, you know how they separate you. So while the dog's sniffing, the dogs didn't find nothing. So while he talking to him, because he had a gun permit, so he took him back to the car, talking to him. The other cop, he talking to the guy up front. He say, where y'all coming from? Well, I just got here. He just picked me up 5 minutes ago. That's telling.
Right.
He let him know he was scared.
Right.
You know, he didn't ask you that.
I wasn't with him when he was first.
Right.
So that made them really search the car. They found the stuff and this food. They even had it in the write up that the guy who did the telling said he cooperated with the police.
Oh,
of course.
They came with the tell on you for
He
telling.
didn't give a damn.
They came with the tell on you for telling.
I'm telling you, man. Man.
All day.
And they kept him. They kept him. My man got on probation, but they kept him in
31
I guess he
pounds?
working. I guess he back there working or something. Because
Right.
when they went to court, they was in the van, and the snitches, they got a gate in the middle of the van for the snitches.
Right.
Or people under protection, so won't anybody do nothing to you.
Right.
So he arrived back there by himself, man.
Dang.
I'm like, man, the guy was a rat, man.
That's crazy.
He been in penitentiary 2-3 times, man.
Right.
I don't know. I guess when you get older, you and now they snitching is in style. You know they turning old dudes.
Imagine,
Yeah, for sure.
Imagine though, you riding with what you say, 51 pounds, 31 pounds,
31
whatever,
pounds,
31 pounds, and you get pulled over. Nigga,
Man, we riding like that. We
I
already
was
got
riding with 3 pounds of weed and got pulled
Man,
over.
right.
I was like, shit.
Yeah.
A 31
Right.
pounds
Yeah.
of coke?
Man, the thing about it, man, I've been out of that for a while, but I'm just saying,
Right.
even then I didn't like cocaine because the police don't like cocaine. You got a better chance of walking with heroin than cocaine.
Really?
That crack, yeah, they don't like that. Yeah, they don't like it.
I wonder why. Though.
Look, I don't know.
I think because maybe heroin was so
It's a
devastating.
different kind of person.
Yeah, and
Right.
Cocaine, right?
Most
Said
definitely.
cocaine was for a different, like cocaine and crack, even though it's baking soda. You know what I mean? But that shit changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Definitely
this
changed.
So
crap out here is
much,
fake. All this shit is fake. I mean, none of them real. None of it.
Right.
No real heroin and no real cocaine. I mean,
That's what my daddy told me from the war. He was in the war. He said, "Hey man, I went over there and they had pure heroin."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, "It ain't nothing
Nothing like
like
this shit."
He said it's the best medicine ever. He said this shit over here. When I got back here, that's how I got addicted because I was searching for that pure heroin shit. That used to make me feel right.
Exactly.
And I got over here to this fucking trash
Couldn't
and it
catch
just tore them apart.
Right.
Oh, let me tell you this. When I had cancer, I told you I had cancer about, I don't even remember, 10, 12 years ago. I see my daughter 27. It might be about 10, 12, between 10 and 15, I don't remember.
Right.
And I had 4th degree
Stage 4?
throat cancer.
Right.
You know, and I'm talking about I was on my way out the door.
I was about to say, yeah, you bounced that. Yeah, that's big.
I had messed with dope and 28 years,
Right.
man. So I'm weak, man. I couldn't walk, man. I'm on fire. My hands is swelled up. I'm turned black as this thing here.
Right.
Bony, man. And everybody thought I was going to die. Then my daughter, she came and she said, Daddy, she said, don't leave me here with Mama by myself. So I was weak, and so, I still ain't gonna say his name. He dead, but I ain't gonna say his name. Anyway, another friend of mine, I was serving, right? And I said, man, give me one. And I did the one. Crawled over in the bed. About 4 minutes, man. I stood up. Boom. I'm talking about my hands stopped, the pain stopped hurting.
Right.
The next morning, my color turned back. My hands went swollen. When I walked in that hospital, they was congratulating me, looking at me. I said, damn, where everybody look?
Man, you said stage 4, bro. I don't know nobody that bounced back.
I just rolled up in there the day before in the wheelchair.
It was the perfect drug. That's what, you know what I mean?
It's a perfect drug,
it was
man.
considered the perfect drug.
So a while later, I told my doctor, I said, you remember when I came in here and everybody was congratulating on me?
Right.
They were saying that the seizure I had is 3 major blasts, and the average person can't go through them 3.
Oh, right.
1 and that's it.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're right.
He said you went through 3 of them with flying colors, you know. So I told him how I did it. And I said, now, it's a guy sitting out there just like me, like I was. They said, how come y'all sit there and let him suffer? And they said, well, heroin is too addictive. I said, wait a minute. As soon as I caught cancer, the first thing y'all gave me was a bottle of methadone pills. That's worse than hell.
Exactly.
Way worse.
I said, that ain't the truth. I said, the reason why you won't do it, because there's too much money being made.
Being sick. Yeah,
too much.
Yeah.
The money got to stay.
And most people, especially old school dudes, they know that they take that heroin to keep them from being sick, man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's how some of them got to keep taking. You know what I mean? Like they get that feeling, and that's all they want to feel like. So it's it, and their stomach get fucked up and all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they gotta have it's that medicine, that perfect medicine, bro.
Right. That's
but
crazy.
also too, we don't talk about this to kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
Kids don't know. So now they see all these pills and all this shit in them, and they don't understand what's about to happen to them because we don't ever tell them.
And that's what we can do with that book in their schools.
Exactly.
Put them up on it before they get to tasting it.
And what I was telling you earlier,
not even in the schools, in your home, in your home, because the schools is hating on this book.
A lot of
in your home.
A lot of time they ain't listening to the people at home.
I know that, but I'm saying you got to start with that.
Right.
No, I'm with you on that. I agree with that.
You got to do that too.
But my point is, if the schools ain't supporting it, and you getting good feedback, but don't nobody want to put no money behind it, and they understand that's gonna mess up the economy, quote unquote, then boom. But you got to do it at home.
They getting it at home and going to school.
That's right. I'm with you on that.
Hey, by the time they get up to that age, man, we ain't gonna save all of them, but we can save a lot of them.
Exactly.
And if we start,
we can get a lot of y'all law enforcement fired.
Right.
And that's the thing. But that's making their account. That's why I said you can be a professional criminal, man.
Bro,
you make that money flow.
That's
they need you.
The whole system is a professional criminal. They professional criminals,
and that's what Detroit Defense is about.
Right.
It's showing, bro. Hey, they need you to commit these dumbass crimes, bro.
Right.
Because they counting on you. You like
making money
the percentage of the dumb motherfuckers who they gonna make the money off of.
Exactly. Yeah. That's funny, man, because I just seen it. I ain't mean to cut you off, but I just seen a thing that was saying that the music, the record labels is owned by the same people that own the record labels, that promote all the bullshit, the violence, the killing, all that, own the prison system. And I said, that just hit a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Only legal slavery.
Yeah, but it makes so much sense. The same thing with
they gotta keep hitting motherfuckers in prison.
Yeah, bro. But that's why I was just like,
so if I can support a rap song that's gonna make this motherfucker go blow somebody's head off, I'm gonna push. I'm
gonna make money off of that.
Well, this is what they said. Even matter of fact, Ice Cube was on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what it was. Cube, the one that said it.
The thing is this. If I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Nah, I feel you take your time.
Anyway, he's admitting that gangster rap is messing
filling up these gyms.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
for sure.
So what he's suggesting, which I've been trying to suggest, is that people start. I don't know how you would do that though. I mean, because they getting money off of it. Everybody getting money off of it. All these millionaires and stuff.
Now,
so how could you? What could you do about it?
Because things have changed. You know what I mean? Now we got these phones,
Right?
And now we can do some shit on these phones, and everybody in the world can see it within a couple 5 minutes. We could never do that before. You know
before
what I mean?
it used to be avenue.
Right? We had to go through so many different people for a million motherfuckers to see you. Nowadays, we talking the right shit. We doing the right things. A million people can see us with what's going on our phone, and they can't have no control over that shit. So now it's a problem. You know what I mean? Because now people really starting to see the bullshit and everything happening, and they rising up, and they don't know what to do because they never had to deal with this shit.
Exactly.
They control what everybody thought and said. It's like we said, they wasn't fucking with no remedies. You know what I mean? Like they was just keeping people how the fuck they was. And they had that power, and they don't have it no more because of these phones and because of technology. And one thing about them is they fucked up, but they more greedy than they is fucked up. You know what I mean? So with this money coming through on these phones, they ain't gonna say, well, the phone's stopping us from being dominant. They gonna say, no, we still need this money. You know what I mean? So they all fucked up on that shit. But Rick, we ain't got too much longer, bro. So, but just one thing that had been I had been thinking about. So, the first time Blade had got shot, what was your family going through right there, bro?
Well, like I said, I didn't know. That's when I found out how big he was. Because when he got shot, somebody called me, and I was right down the street from where he was at. But they went through a thing, man. I mean, who wouldn't, you know? And especially, we was hoping that things was gonna get better because he was. One of his friends got shot. He went to Japan or wherever they went, and they helped him out, but they couldn't help him. So he told me, he said, look, he said, man, if I could just wipe my own ass, man, I can deal with this, man. So actually, he wanted them to do what he did. That's why he made that record and went on 7 Mile and waited for them to come. Y'all did him a favor. He didn't want to live like that. He couldn't move nothing but his damn head.
Damn, that's a whole different view of the whole scenario,
man.
Yeah, that's deep. Because we didn't even think about that part. We didn't even think about that part. Like the whole dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? Living with that. That's crazy. But yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, you know, he took the guys, his security away from him, sent them home, and when he did what he... they told him not to say it, but he did.
I had a chick who was dealing with him. You know what I mean? I got her after, you know, for what she talked about that time or whatever. Not as a deal, you know what I mean? Friend, whatever it was. But she said she felt as if
that's what he wanted.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I can't blame her. I wouldn't want to live like that.
But I mean, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah,
bro.
you don't even think about
that. Like, I didn't think about it. And truthfully, I was kind of jealous of the way that she, you know what I mean, bro? Like the way she felt about him still. Like, I'm like, damn, bitch, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But,
you still in love.
But now I understand.
No,
you know what I mean? Like, now I understand. And she had said that shit, like, it's like he was begging for it. And I was so fucking mad at him and da-da-da-da. And this show is about what you going through mentally. So just, I'm talking about me having this scholarship and being this dope football player and then can't play no more. What I'm going through. Think about if you the man of the whole fucking city. And then now you here and you can only move your motherfucking neck and head, bro.
And he probably could have still made money in a wheelchair.
No, the city would have. Yeah, I was about to say Detroit would have fucking.
He couldn't move nothing but his head, man. He wouldn't have been to do that shit, man.
Yeah, that's deep. That's something to think about. But yeah, man. One more time, man. R.I.P. Blade, man.
Damn, bro. Like I have
a whole different outlook, bro. Yeah, I was about to say that gave me a whole different outlook.
But also too, he went out a hero, my nigga. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
most definitely.
I was shocked.
He went out a hero, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't lying about that, bro.
So you can talk about the mental aspect of that's happening, but if you can only like just thinking about it, like I could see him seeing that about to happen and knowing.
Right. This what it is.
I didn't though, nigga.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all can kill me, but y'all can never kill me.
Right.
And these motherfuckers still
banging it. Right. I was about to say, still banging this shit right now,
bro.
Yeah.
And that's the mental aspect of that going through your mind when it's about to be over for you.
Right. Yeah, that shit wild.
You know what I mean? And he knew he could have made more bread doing it. He knew it. But it ain't up, man.
What's the money though when you can't do shit?
What's
like
the money when you can't? But what's the money when I'm not like I did it?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like not
Right.
did everything that he probably wanted to do in life, but at the same time he touched motherfuckers who never even seen him before in his life, never heard from him talk. You know what I mean? He touched their souls to the point where they still doing his dances, motherfucker, and Super Bowl, all that shit,
everywhere,
man.
bro.
And
Everywhere.
he had 6 contracts on the table.
6.
Damn.
Trying to decide which one he was going to do.
Damn.
He did it.
He did it.
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah, for sure.
I did it.
Damn.
I made it out.
Matter of fact, I was telling you, his son is in this movie here in Detroit called Off the Porch. And as soon as he come on, he the first one you see. He look just like him.
That's what's up. I'm
Matter
gonna
of fact,
watch
when we
it.
do that movie, we need to get him to play that part.
No, we will for sure. No, I've been thinking about that for a minute because he got to. He got to.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Most definitely. Most
and,
definitely.
right. I mean, and like you said, this shit has been in your genes.
Yeah.
Since motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Since day
Since doing
one,
that
right.
shit to friends when niggas leaving, like, you know what I mean?
Since
So,
World War II.
to actually watch that shit fall the way it fell.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
See every single last aspect of the times that they were happening and who were the players in it and how it was going down. That has to be told.
Yeah, bro.
That's bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's hard to be bigger than Blade.
Okay.
But that story and what was happening all that time is bigger, dog. It's bigger than all of us. You know what I mean? Like that shit right there can teach so many people about what the fuck they really need to be doing and how shit need to go.
Right.
If we do it right.
I'm sure it's gonna
But
be
some
done
motherfuckers
right.
can show take this shit,
Yeah.
do it wrong, and usher a
And
whole
then-
new class
for
of
sure.
some stupid motherfuckers, bro.
For sure. That's for sure.
So we got to be accountable for that too, as far as what we tell for the stories, as far as the motherfuckers who really lived them.
Right. Most definitely.
Because these motherfuckers is turned like L.A. They stealing every goddamn thing.
Yeah, bro. They'll take
You know what I mean?
anything, bro.
Yeah.
And it just is a matter of time before somebody get fucked up.
Exactly.
Truthfully, you know what I mean? And I can't imagine you taking the story from one of the people I'm doing the movie for.
Yeah, I feel you on
I
that.
ain't gonna do shit to you. But I bet you they handle
Yeah,
their
exactly.
business,
I was about to say,
I bet
right.
you $1 million they do.
Bet you they handle their business.
And they ain't gonna say nothing about it. They just
Right.
gonna handle their business, bro.
Right. Exactly.
And those are people who need to be talked about because that's how you really want to fucking be. I want to be able to go around my family, go around
Exactly.
everybody. Everybody
Well,
love me.
When they going through enough things now, you see all that crap with Oprah and Mel Gibson and all that.
Oh,
with
that shit,
with that human trafficking crap and all them big.
Oh, they saying they had something to do with that shit too? They in that shit too?
Yeah, they said the
Man.
bunch of this shit going on.
And we don't want to mess with them no way.
Yeah, exactly.
They said it's a whole bit. That's why I said you gotta just stick with yourself.
Right.
Nobody know it's true, it's fake, nothing. I just stick with myself. I
Yeah.
know what the fuck I
Right.
do.
Know
what I do.
You know
Right.
what I mean? Like
Exactly.
me and I know we. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's a king. And that's a thing too. We got this savior complex. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like we think some motherfuckers is all good and all bad,
Yeah.
and because this motherfucker got this much money, that's who you supposed to be like,
Right.
and all this old other shit.
Right.
But we gotta show a nigga that ain't what the fuck it is.
Yeah, that's for real.
You know what I mean? Like you ain't gotta be like that.
That's for real.
Motherfuckers hate Zuckerberg and hate
Gates
Musk
and all them.
hate all them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They hate them motherfuckers, and we could never
Right.
do that back then because all we saw was them was billionaire millionaires.
Right.
Oh, they was the bees.
They won.
That's who you
They
need
did
to try
it.
to fucking be like. And now these motherfuckers so
Right.
lame. They ready to fight each other. Oh,
Bro.
you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
This shit Gates got going on
but
crazy.
it's like that's what I'm saying. Like that's the mental aspect of what the fuck shit really is.
Right.
So the time is to start talking about happiness.
Right.
And what the fuck that is for you.
I feel that.
Because we got the wrong shit of what happiness is. We think that shit is about bread.
That-
So we sell
Man.
dope, we do this, we do that, and we do
Right.
that. And in reality, you think that shit just fuck you up worse than the end.
Yeah, bro. Especially if you turn into more of a negative person, if that's what you is. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
almost ain't no way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, as you grow in the dope games, it's like, you almost got to get a little mean, especially when you start fucking with people who you don't know.
Right.
Yeah. That's the whole
You got
that's the whole nother avenue. It's a
know
whole
what I
nother
mean?
show. Fucking with the
just-
people you don't know doing that shit. Yeah, that's a whole different ball game,
Well,
dog.
it's a way to do that, to get around all that crazy crap. You know, you just got to use a
Yeah.
little bit of finesse. I mean, you ain't just. Why would you go
Finesse.
to somebody and you know they hold guns when y'all doing a transaction?
Right.
Man, please, he might rob you, but
Ain't no matter. Yeah, that's
Oh,
a good
yeah.
chance.
And
Yeah.
that's what he waiting
yeah,
on.
yeah, that's a good chance. That that's
But
happening.
now
Do
you
it.
got to bring back up with you and all that. Come on, man.
Right.
And he think you gonna rob it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's all in that. Man, come on, bro. We did like that shit was not like that, dog. Like the real gangster shit was not like that. So I really do think it's for us to make that shit happen, and it's gonna be hard because that chitlin shit is more entertaining. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody getting their brains blown out in a house is more entertaining than what the fuck really would go down in that. But you know what I mean? So we got a hard task ahead. But at the same time, I think if we bring it in the right way, and if we start with like with your book, Rick, we start with the kids and showing them from there on up, it'll be a whole different story. Because these kids now is not going for the same shit that we was going for.
No, they a different breed.
The most liberal thing, you know what I mean? Like these kids is not about, like they not really on no following shit. You know what I mean? Like they are who they are, and that's what it is.
Right.
And they refuse to let you tell them that they not who they are, and they gonna live, and you gonna let me be happy about my shit. You know what I mean? So they on a whole nother level as far as making people happy or not fucking up shit on it. They don't give a damn.
Right.
So if we can grab that next generation and plant that shit in them, them motherfuckers take that shit, bro, and change it all.
And run with it. Hopefully. We planted it right. Let's say that.
But we got to start rapping about that shit. We got to change that shit because ain't no more petty crime, bro. There's so many cameras, all this old other shit. Ain't no petty crime, man. Come on, man. That shit over with, dog. You ain't robbing too many motherfucking people and doing shit with it. It's over with on that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? The people who going to be criminals is going to be the nerds motherfucking hacking shit.
Right. I was about to say behind the camera.
So what we got to do is we got to transform. Because we got the shit to make the shit.
Yeah. Right. We got to come up with a way to get it in there.
We got it, but can we do it?
It can be. It can be done.
No, it's gonna be.
Yeah, I was about to say it can be done.
At the same time, we put ourselves in a bind, and we got to understand how we did it, why we did it. Also, too, because that's where the money was coming from.
Right.
And then how we gonna change that shit.
Right.
Because now we got to bring our own money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We can't be waiting for a motherfucking white person to pay us about a song when he want us to talk about fucking hoes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I feel you on that.
We got to bring it ourselves.
I feel that.
All right, man. We had a great conversation. I really didn't even dig into everything I wanted to.
I know. Where we at, man? Hold on.
But we got a dope book. So, Book of Grace. Definitely something everybody should read. And we definitely gonna do some type of video movie or something for that book, bro, because it's very important. And as I said, nobody shows what happens when kids make the wrong decision. So that could be, as you gave the aspects A, B, C, and D in your book. That's perfect. You know what I mean? We can show what happened when you pick that wrong shit. Trying to be tough, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let me show you for real. Let me show you how you might get your brother fucked up or your other cousin fucked. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody who coming in trying to protect you, because that's what we do. And you on some fuck shit. You know what I mean? And people gotta see that, because by the time it happened, it's too late. Now your brother dead, or now you in prison.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know motherfuckers in prison like that shit for now. People dead like just for now. Don't you know what the fuck was really going on? Going to help another motherfucker. And then imagine having that on your heart. Somebody getting killed because some shit that you did on some bullshit.
Right.
Come on, my nigga.
Exactly.
We gotta change all that shit.
That's some real shit.
Rick, got any last words before we get up off here?
Make sure you tell them where to get the book at.
Yeah, that's who.
Right.
Well, I don't have any more books. I passed them on out.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you had them online or not.
No, I had some online, but like I say, I kind of fell off because when they denied me from putting them in the schools because they was worried about the economy more than they was worried about people living. I didn't get no more printed up.
Well, this is what I'm going to tell you, man. This the beauty of this right here.
I can easily do it.
You can put it online and you ain't got to print nothing.
I get publishing companies hitting on me all the time. I just ain't did it because I said, well, y'all can't take on the economy, man.
Once we put this shit in that plain form, put that shit in video form, they ain't going to have no choice.
Right.
They ain't gonna have no choice.
And you got
either you fucking with us
or not. Yeah. Simple as that. And you got the options too, man, for them audio books, ebooks. You know what I'm saying? You got many options,
bro. It could be a cartoon.
You got many options.
It definitely could be like cartoon would be great,
right?
You know what I mean? A realistic cartoon to show shit that, you know what I mean? And then, man, I mean, just that type of, like, people need to see. And we need to stop with the bullshit, dog.
Yeah,
we got to stop with the bullshit. We got to stop acting like that shit is fucking gangster. When we talk about a nigga gangster and they jump on the fucking song and tell shit about every motherfucking body. But that nigga's fucking gangster.
Right. That ain't gangster.
That ain't never been fucking gangster, dog.
That ain't it.
But these kids now,
that's what they think. They don't know. They only know what they taught, man.
That's the shit for them. Tony, got anything else, man?
Me, man, no, man. I'm gonna just say, man, real talk. Just really with everything y'all got going on, man. Just keep the kids in mind. Number one. And then really just keep your focus on what you're doing and kind of realize, just like y'all was saying earlier with the people, we might lose our jobs, but they know they fucking people over. And that's something you're going to have to answer to eventually. You know what I'm saying? So when you know you're doing wrong, man, I don't care what you're getting paid. I don't care what I don't care what your occupation is, man. If you're doing, everybody know wrong from right. Mm-hmm. So when you're doing wrong, I don't give a fuck. There ain't no reason behind it. Don't get me wrong. It might be a reason behind it, but understand you're gonna have to answer.
Some of them motherfuckers ain't no soul.
Bottom line,
yeah,
they gonna have to take a choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Y'all gonna have to. If you want to stop it, put it in the schools. If you worry about your little job,
right?
Gotta take a choice.
Yeah.
Hey, this is an absolutely dope show, man. I hope a lot of people got a lot to sit on and think about. Mm-hmm. I also too want to present the real. Right. You know what I mean? It's very important, man.
That's for sure.
And we out here every day promoting some fuck shit, and we don't never get the real, because that's what's really gonna take us to the next level.
Exactly.
So that's super important. And the thing that I want everybody to take from today is we got to get to the root of every fucking thing. We live in a place, America, where all we do is treat the symptoms, because that's where all the fucking money at.
Right.
We're gonna keep you coming back, keep you coming back, keep you coming back. It's like dope. They're gonna give you the first one, and they're gonna keep you coming back. And that's how it is in this whole motherfucking country, as you said. And that's how it's gonna keep being until we change that shit. Mm-hmm. So it's up to us to change it. If not, we're gonna stay the same.
Yeah.
Peace. See y'all next week.